Picture an endless ocean, stretching as far as the eye can see, where the boundaries between water and sky blur into a single, infinite blue. For days on end, nothing breaks the horizon but the gentle curve of the earth, the rolling waves, and the ever-present sky above. In the heart of this vastness lies Tristan Da Cunha, the most remote inhabited island on Earth, a tiny dot surrounded by thousands of kilometers of open sea. Over 2,800 kilometers from Africa and 3,300 from South America, it's a world apart, isolated by distance and the relentless Atlantic. The island itself is the summit of a massive underwater volcano, its highest point, Queen Mary's Peak, often veiled in swirling clouds and mist, adding to its air of mystery. Sheer black cliffs plunge into the wild, restless sea, making landings treacherous and shaping every aspect of the islanders' lives, from travel to daily survival. All life here centers on one settlement, Edinburgh, of the Seven Seas, a close-knit village of just a few hundred people nestled at the volcano's base, where everyone knows each other. The scale of their isolation is hard to grasp in our connected world, where most places are just a flight or a phone call away. The archipelago includes wild, uninhabited islands like Nightingale and Inaccessible, which are vital nature reserves and home to species found nowhere else on Earth. Islanders visit these places not only to gather resources, but also to act as stewards and guardians of their unique natural heritage, protecting rare wildlife and fragile habitats. The landscape both protects and isolates, making every journey, whether by boat or on foot, a true test of endurance and determination. Here, life is lived in close harmony with nature's power, with fishing, farming, and daily routines shaped by the rhythms of the land and sea. The community's resilience is a testament to human adaptability, as generations have learned to thrive in this remote and challenging environment. This is not just an island, it's a living example of how people and wildlife can coexist and even flourish together in one of the world's most challenging and beautiful places. Tristan Da Cunha stands as a beacon of endurance and hope at the very edge of civilization, a reminder of the strength and spirit it takes to call such a place home. There are no airports on Tristan Da Cunha, no runways, no control towers, not even a helipad. The only way to reach this remote island is by sea, just as it has been for centuries. Only the vast, restless sea connects Tristan to the outside world, making every journey here an adventure in itself. Ships depart from Cape Town, South Africa, embarking on a voyage that can take anywhere from 7 to 10 days, depending on the mood of the South Atlantic. The waters are unpredictable, often rough, and the journey is never routine. The arrival of a ship is a major event for the islanders, bringing not just essential supplies and mail, but also news from afar and the rare excitement of new faces. For days on end, passengers see nothing but endless blue, the horizon stretching in every direction, a reminder of just how isolated Tristan truly is. Then, at last, Tristan Da Cunha emerges from the mist, a distant dark shape rising from the sea, signaling the end of the long ocean crossing. But the journey isn't over yet. With no deep-water harbor, ships must anchor offshore. Passengers and cargo are transferred to small boats, braving choppy waters for the final approach. Every arrival is a dramatic reminder of the island's isolation and the ever-present power of the sea, which can turn welcoming or wild in an instant. Ship schedules are at the mercy of the weather. Delays of days or even weeks are common, and sometimes the sea simply says no. Islanders must plan carefully, knowing that the next delivery could be a long time coming, and every crate and parcel is precious. This reality teaches self-sufficiency and patience, qualities that are rare in the modern connected world, but essential here. The journey itself becomes a rite of passage, a slow transition from the fast-paced world to Tristan's unique, slower rhythm of life. The final boat ride to shore is a humbling introduction to the island's raw, untamed nature, a test of nerves and spirit. Here, nature is always in charge, and every arrival is an adventure, no matter how many times you've made the crossing. The sea shapes every aspect of life on Tristan, from the food on the table to the connections between people and the outside world. For visitors, the journey is unforgettable, a true test of endurance, patience, and spirit, leaving a lasting impression. On Tristan, even arrival is an act of resilience, a story of determination, courage, and respect for the sea that guards this extraordinary place. Mornings begin with seabirds and the ocean's roar, not traffic. Fewer than 300 people live here, everyone knows everyone. The village is a cluster of homes, a church, school, hospital, and community hall. Trust and mutual support are the foundation of daily life. Islanders work in government, the fish factory, or tend their gardens, the patches, growing potatoes and vegetables. After work, social life centers on Prince Philip Hall, where the community gathers for events and celebrations. Entertainment is homemade, visits, tea, and shared stories. Isolation here means deeper connection, not loneliness. Life moves at a deliberate pace, with decisions made carefully and resources managed wisely. The community's mindful way of living is born from necessity and tradition. Every day is a lesson in simplicity and harmony with nature. The pressures of the outside world feel distant. In Edinburgh of the Seven Seas, community is everything. Tristan's economy is built on its natural surroundings. Fishing, especially for rock lobster or crayfish, is the island's lifeblood, exported to distant markets. Islanders know the sea intimately, managing the fishery sustainably for future generations. Pride in the stewardship runs deep. Farming is equally vital. Families tend the potato patches, growing their staple crop together. The annual harvest is both hard work and a social event, strengthening community bonds. Islanders also raise sheep for wool, crafting traditional garments prized for their warmth. Crafts like model boat building and souvenir making preserve heritage and provide extra income. This blend of modern fishing, traditional farming, and crafts creates a resilient, self-sufficient economy. Every activity is rooted in community and sustainability. Life here is a balance of old and new, shaped by the land and sea. On Tristan, survival and culture are inseparable. Tristan Da Cunha's history is a saga of survival, resilience, and the enduring human spirit. Isolated in the vast South Atlantic, this tiny island has witnessed centuries of challenge and change. First sighted by Portuguese explorer Tristan Da Cunha in 1506, the island remained uninhabited for hundreds of years, its remoteness deterring all but the most adventurous. Permanent settlement began in 1816 with the arrival of a British garrison. When the soldiers departed, a handful of settlers chose to stay behind, forging a unique egalitarian society far from the rest of the world. The early years were harsh and unforgiving, with survival dependent on cooperation, resourcefulness, and a strong sense of community. Tragedy struck in 1885 when a lifeboat disaster claimed the lives of many men, nearly wiping out the community and leaving families devastated. Yet the islanders endured, led by the strength, determination, and resilience of their women, who held the community together through loss and hardship. In 1961, disaster struck again when a volcanic eruption forced the entire population to evacuate to England, leaving their beloved home behind. The culture shock was profound, and life in England was unfamiliar, but most chose to return 2 years later, preferring the hardships of home to the comforts of a foreign land. This decision defines the Tristanian spirit, choosing community, identity, and place over convenience and ease. Their story is one of adaptation, unity, and an unbreakable will to endure whatever comes their way. Every challenge, every hardship, has shaped a people deeply connected to their island, and to each other. Tristan's past is a testament to the power of belonging, and to the extraordinary resilience of a small community at the edge of the world. Life here is guided by unwritten rules as much as by law. Equality is central, status comes from character and contribution, not wealth. Greeting everyone is customary, reinforcing respect and connection. Gossip is discouraged, issues are addressed openly or through the island council. Sharing is a way of life, bounty from fishing or harvest is distributed among neighbors. Communal work, or A-building, brings everyone together for projects and support. Family ties run deep, with only a handful of surnames linking nearly everyone. Traditions and skills are passed down through generations, creating a strong sense of identity. These customs bind the community, ensuring harmony and continuity. Tristan's isolation brings challenges few can imagine. All supplies arrive by ship, so every need must be anticipated months ahead. Resourcefulness is essential, repairs and improvisation are daily realities, medical emergencies are daunting, serious cases require evacuation, often delayed by weeks. The weather is a constant force, dictating work, travel, and even survival. Storms can halt fishing and prevent ships from landing, testing the community's resilience. The small population means limited skills and genetic diversity, with some health conditions more common. Young people often leave for education, and not all return, making the future uncertain. Leaders work to balance tradition with progress, striving to keep the community vibrant. Every challenge is met with ingenuity and unity. On Tristan, adaptability is a way of life. Despite its remoteness, Tristan is not cut off from the world. The internet, though slow, connects islanders to family, news, and business. St. Mary's School educates children to age 16. Further study means leaving home, vital for training future leaders. Tristan's postage stamps are famous worldwide, sharing the island's story and providing income. Occasional visitors, scientists, filmmakers, adventurous tourists, bring new perspectives and stories. Tourism is rare, but every visitor leaves with a deep appreciation for island life. These connections remind islanders they are part of a global community. Each interaction is an exchange of culture and understanding. Tristan's story reaches far beyond its shores. What sets Tristan apart is the spirit of its people. Community, cooperation, and resilience are the core values here. The choice to return after the volcanic eruption is the ultimate testament to their identity. Islanders blend tradition with new technology, managing resources wisely for future generations. They thrive, not just survive, in one of the world's harshest environments. Tristan's story is a message of hope, a model of unity and respect for nature. It reminds us of the power of belonging and the strength found in community. At the edge of the world, the spirit of Tristan endures.